What's up everybody, Brett here, back with some more daily challenges in Slay the Spire. Once again, my YouTube channel is Good Talk Gaming, and today the character class is the Ironclad. Our modifiers are specialized, start with 5 copies of a single card, could be good, could be bad. Flight, you may ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to. I haven't seen this modifier yet. That could be fun, could allow us to get to shops or rest sites when we need to. And Night Terrors, if we rest we will lose 5 max HP, but we will heal for 100%. So we'll avoid resting if we can. Luckily we are the Ironclad, so we will heal some HP at the end of battle, so may not need the rest site as much as any of the other classes. Now I want to let you know I did start a run, and this is something I was curious about. I started a run, I got 5 copies of a card, and I was curious if I abandoned the run and did it over again, whether or not I would get the same 5 cards. I don't know how random these daily challenges are, if all of these people started with the same 5 copies that I do. But the scores are pretty high, so let's see. Okay, so it's the exact same 5 cards. So we have HAVOC here. So play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. This could be good if our cards are expensive, or if we have the opportunity to upgrade them. So we do have Flight, so where we start off I don't think is all that important. What I'm imagining is we'll pick one of these and then we can go to any of the next spots. So just in case I'm misunderstanding, I still want to look and see where the best path is. And I see a triple elite path here. Just being prudent, because last thing I want to do is like just completely misunderstand the modifier and then ruin the run. So HAVOC is random, and it is good at exhaust. Right now we have strikes and defense, so playing HAVOC is borderline useless for us. This is a good turn to do something like this. We'll take 4 damage, but we will heal 6. So we're still in a net positive. And we did take the curl up off of the weaker louse. So that's fine. And here I think we just kill him and throw up some more defense. So we're still breaking even health wise. But with only one of these guys left, we should be fine. And he is vulnerable now. He weakened us, so we can strike and we can HAVOC, hoping to hit. Okay, so we hit a bash, that's cool. So we want to look to add expensive cards. Let me look at HAVOC and see. HAVOC is a skill, so Clash is no good. Corruption might work well. What's the upgraded form? It's just a little bit cheaper. Now we're looking to upgrade our HAVOCs anyway, and when HAVOCs are upgraded they're already free. So playing a very expensive... I guess the hope is that you play a HAVOC for 1 and you hit Corruption, and then after that they're all free. These other 2 cards are terrible. Sentinel's actually not bad. If we hit Sentinel off of a HAVOC, we gain 5 block, and it will be exhausted, so we do gain the 2 energy. So Sentinel's not bad. I don't remember the last time I built a corruption based deck, but this would also force us to go into a very skill heavy deck. Interesting. This is I'm taking a while because this is a pivotal choice. Clash is not even a consideration. Actually, now that I say that, HAVOC will allow us to play Clash, but you're basically playing 1 to get an attack that would otherwise be free. So it's not as bad as I thought, but I still don't think it's the pick. Let's go for Corruption. and see what we can do. Because Sentinel... Yeah, okay, so it locks it for us. Okay. Alright, so it's exactly as I thought. The way we go doesn't really matter. We'll be able to hit 3 elites no matter what, and we'll also be able to hopefully stop at some shops. So this could be very strong. The way we play the map is really where the strength of this run will come from. Flight being an excellent modifier. So we don't want to actually play Corruption. We want to hit it off of a HAVOC. So we'll kill the little slime. Take 2. And get slimed. So if we had some way to know what the top card of our draw pile was going to be, we could play HAVOC. Okay, I'm not sure if it's showing us in order what our draw pile is. I don't think it should do that. So we hit another HAVOC. It's not quite enough to kill him, so let's just defend here. And we'll certainly kill him next turn while he's vulnerable. So these weren't in order, it was a coincidence that Bash was the first in the list. Yeah, but if we can get some kind of relic that shows us our order. Clothesline is a good one. It's expensive, it's offensive, it's defensive. It does everything we want it to do. And I think we go to a question marks over fights. These are all tempting. Transform being random. How about we just upgrade our Bash? I think that's fine. It's guaranteed value. We just hit up another question mark. Mystery room. And let's just gain some free gold. Nice. Okay. Doesn't matter here, we'll just take a fight. The old jaw worm. Awesome. Great to hit Bash there. Okay. And we were hoping to hit a defend. Just simple math, you know. We've only took 6 damage, we'll heal 6 at the end of this. Now that he's not attacking, we want to take advantage of his vulnerability. And knock him out. Uppercut, another good card. Warcry could be fine. This works well with the other cards that we have. Yeah, let's go the expensive attack route. I like that a lot. And we certainly want to take our first elite fight here. So the Lagavulin could be tough for us. And unfortunately we're drawing our expensive cards, which is not what we want to do. So let's hit him. Apply that vulnerable, apply that weakened. Fortunately that only lasts 1 turn. So I think we're just going to hit him hard here and hope to burst him down. He's going to deal a lot of damage to us. We want to take advantage of this vulnerability while we can. We're hoping to hit clothesline here. We did not, but a defend also isn't bad. So now we know we're hitting clothesline. It's going to weaken him, which is great. For 2 turns, we're going to take less damage. I don't know if next turn if he'll do the 18 damage again. No, he's doing his status effect. Keep applying those debuffs. hope we can take him out this turn. I don't think we can. Unless we get something good. Mass HAVOCs, and we got him, barely. So not terrible. And let's add a card before we go ahead and upgrade our attacks with that relic. This could be fine with the synergies. Warcry, like I said, is also, it works. But we're going to take, whenever we have the option to take an expensive attack, I think we will. And we just upgraded 2 strikes, unfortunate. Go to a mystery room here. Hope to get another good one. That's rough. $16 HP is huge. I don't think we have any good way to heal. And the next room is an elite. So I think we're just going to leave and take this elite fight. Alright, let's bash him and strike him. Pretty good opening damage on him, and getting him vulnerable in that first turn is going to allow us to burst him down. There's a lot of damage to pass up on. And I don't know if we want to play HAVOC here. I don't think we will. Could have drawn some cards. Looking for basically just an upgraded strike. But this is a big hit. Let's draw some cards and hope to get something like this. Yes. Making him weak and almost killing him. Yeah, and this type of fight is basically why we didn't take the big damage there from that mystery room. Paper Frog. So we do have a bit more of a vulnerability synergy going, which I like. Armaments is a great card here. We would love to get it upgraded armaments. Cleave would also be fine. And cross our fingers for something good that'll help us sustain in these runs. Okay. Juzu Bracelet is fine because we can go to as many mystery rooms as we would like we will here. And avoiding fights can be rough because we're not getting gold from that, and we're not getting card options. Let's just take a curse. Okay. So let's take another mystery room. Let's find that loot. Oh man, we got the fight. Okay. And let's take out one of the front or back guy, and whichever one has the least HP. So we'll go for the back sentry. Yeah, having corruption in our opening hand is terrible. We need to accidentally hit it off of HAVOC, and even then, it's a bit of a 2-card combo that doesn't really do anything, which is why I don't particularly like it. Yeah, let's just get him out of here. Defend a bit. We don't want to take a ton of damage off of these guys. Would love to get something like a Blood Vial early. Blood Vial, for those of you who don't know, it heals us a little bit with each fight. It synergizes very well with Burning Blood. Just will allow us to sustain in a way that we won't need to rest. HAVOC would have been fine there because we knew we would have gotten armaments. But we're starting to get a lot of days. able to kill him next turn. Taking 4 more damage here. So that's fine. Let's get... There we go. Sentries can be quite annoying once they allow to put this many dazes. Yeah. So now we just straight up take 9. Very dangerous. We're getting into super low HP territory. Whichever one does more damage is the one we want to do, because the status effect won't go through the negate, the artifact buff. Hopefully we can kill him here or defend well. And we're able to kill him. So, super low HP. Let's see what kind of cards we're getting. Rupture, not so much. Blood for blood. I see what the decks are what they're trying to do. They're giving us cards that work around HAVOC. But it's 2 card combos that they're not reliable at all. And here we get 2 HAVOCs, which is nice. They're free. Let's go to our first shop. We have a good bit of gold. Hopefully we can get something here that works. Sentinel is still nice. Apotheosis could be great. Let's see, none of these are fine. These are all okay relics, but they're not quite good enough. We could remove our curse and buy Apotheosis. That might be fine. Let's grab Apotheosis and remove the curse. The last thing we want to do is hit a curse. I don't even know if that's possible to hit a curse off of our HAVOC, even though the curse itself is unplayable. That's interesting. All of these, if we had a heavy block-based synergy, Calipers would be fine. Right now, Red Skull would be good because we'd be below 50% HP, so we'd be starting our fights with 3 strength. And we're looking to we could use the 10 HP heal off of these potions here. So they all would have been fine relics. We don't have any gold, so we don't want to go there. Let's go to a mystery room. Yeah, let's spend some gold to heal. We do have an elite fight here. And hopefully we win. Oh, it's another one of these guys. We can explosive potion here, and I think we will. Okay. Okay, so not terrible opening turn, but we don't want to take a ton of damage here. Either way, as long as we survive, we're fine, because we're going to get to a rest site. We will have to rest before the boss. We're going to lose 5 max HP, go down to 75. Okay, so guaranteed minus 9 damage, and we can take nothing here, which is good. We just have to worry about accumulating too many dazes. Okay. And I think once again we just don't take any damage. HAVOC is just too random, too much RNG. You really need a kind of a perfect deck built around it for it to be great. Can't quite get the kill, but having these be free is excellent. We just need a way to do that. And Apotheosis is definitely an excellent grab there. And hitting it off of a HAVOC early in a match is great. See what else we can hit. Not bad. We should be able to take him out next turn. So as long as we don't die here, we're good. The boot, okay. Might not be useful whatsoever in this particular deck. Cleave would be okay. We do want AoE. But I think Shrug It Off is too good of a card. So let's rest here. Unfortunately. But 75 HP is still a good amount. Once we start getting down into like the 50s is when we start needing to be concerned. Certainly want to play that turn 1. Good. Not a bad opener. Boy, do we really want to defend ourselves. Nice uppercut there. Also, not being able to control whether or not we attack him when he's in his defensive form is a little scary. We could end up hurting ourselves quite a bit with his Thorns aura once he shifts modes. So Armaments is just a weak block for us now. None of this matters, doesn't. We're not taking any damage. And there goes his Thorns aura. Now we just need to ask ourselves whether it's worth it to take that damage. Let's see what we get. And we do get hurt by that, so that's worth knowing. And I think there is no way this is going to be a perfected run anyway. Taking the damage there is fine. We will heal on the next floor. Also, we triggered Blood for Blood with all those little strikes, which is nice. Every time we took damage there, the cost of that card went down. Let's throw up some block here first. So just more block. Take no damage. He switches back. So we need to do 40 damage here to force him to switch again. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was a big slap from Blood for Blood, but we exhausted a lot of our skills, which is not good. Corruption could end up being quite bad if we end up chaining like that. We can defend here. Unfortunately, we are exhausting all of our defense. But all we'll have left in our deck are going to be attack cards. So we should be able to burst him down. Okay, not terrible. That corruption chain is a bit scary. Losing all of our defensive cards could be rough. Need to be very mindful of that in other fights. Okay. Brutality could be okay. Exhume could be alright. What is Exhume? It's just free. Okay. Yeah, without the correct relics for this, I don't feel comfortable losing that much HP when we're not wanting to rest. I'll take Exhume, I think it's fine. And this is pretty important for us. Ugh. Yeah, let's take Mark of Pain. I think having 2 wounds is fine. We can deal with that. We want to have as many card options as we can so that Crown Relic could really crush us if we just get terrible cards to pick. Let's see what we get first. Get a nice defend. Okay. And we can exhume something. Yeah. We're hoping to hit them 3 times so that he would stun himself. But that was not the case. And the boot is doing some work against these guys. Their flight buff makes it so that they only receive 50% damage unless you can hurt them 3 times in a turn. But boot makes it so that whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increases to 5. So, very good. I don't think we need to upgrade our entire deck at this point. Once we get them down to 1 guy, it's not that scary. Unfortunately, this guy does have 2 strength here, so he is a bit scarier than his buddy. Drawing a card there is fine. Switch gears and try and kill this other bird. Weakness on him is fine because he won't do any damage to us. But we certainly want to take out the one that has the strength bonus. So we're taking 12 here. Yeah, not having any AoE for these guys is a little rough. Cleaves would have been nice. And you'll see there the wounds aren't really hurting us at this point, but the energy is kind of a godsend. Need a good card, need a good card. So an upgraded Cleave, just what we were talking about. Spot weakness could be fine as well, but if we hit that off of a HAVOC, it's terrible because we don't get to pick who it targets. So it could target someone that's not attacking us. So HAVOC really sucks. I don't like that card at all. So more energy could be great. Maybe it has a synergy with a card that I don't realize yet. Carnage would be fine with that. Just really expensive attack cards is the best synergy that I can see with it. We give ourselves like 2 Apotheoses just to make sure we draw them or have a better chance of hitting them with HAVOC. But I think here we're going to grab a Lantern, and if we have the option to remove cards later, we'll look to remove things like those wounds. Sorry, I had a brain moment. I was thinking about Clash here and whether or not I should buy it, but I think I'm going to save the gold. Let's go towards a mystery room, see what we get. We don't want to completely ignore fights because easy fights are how we Oh, Ritual Dagger. This card is good, but it's not super good in our deck, and losing 6 HP is rough, so I think we're just going to take the free gold. Yeah. This could be kind of the hidden danger of this run. Oh, this is scary. Let's risk it. This is a little rough. So now we're in the 50 HP range, but we might get a way to boost our HP, but now we also have a way to heal through attacks. Let's go to another shop. I was hoping to get a cheap relic here. Self-forming clay would have been excellent defensively for us. Lee's waffle would have also been good. Dang. Another clothesline would be fine. I think we just leave here. That was a bit of a bust. But we do want to fight an elite. And we start our fights with 5 energy, which is excellent. So let's apply vulnerable first thing. And we can hit here. We no longer have any strikes. So Perfected Strike becomes significantly weaker. That was perhaps worth thinking about when I got rid of the strikes and defends. See what we get off of HAVOC. We get a bite. So that could have either saved our run just now or totally dumpstered it, getting rid of all of our strikes that way and losing that much HP, but I think we're fine. There we go. We take no damage. All of our cards are now upgraded. And we can start getting some benefit. Having our vampiric cards upgraded is pretty sweet. Sure, we heal up, hit him for some big damage, and see what we get. Just some block. Okay. We'd really like to raise our max HP here just to kind of get us out of the danger zone. Let's hit a bite. Get some healing. That's kind of what I was hoping. We were kind of playing towards getting the healing there. So 50% more effective. That works pretty well with our bites. And here we can just, this is more AoE, which would be fine. I would love it if this was upgraded. I would take it, but an upgraded flex will be great. More strength is good for us. Yeah, we can lose this potion. Okay. So this works very well with Juzu Bracelet, and we are going to a lot of the mystery rooms. Let's take a fight here. And we have to remember we have a ton of energy. A little bit more healing. Wow, okay. So not bad. This guy is done for. I hope. Wow, okay. We're going to make this upgraded just so that it's free. And of course we only draw defense. Unbelievable. So we're not taking any damage, but they're going to be one turn closer to leaving. So he's already trying to leave, which is bad. Perhaps we should have Apotheosis there. We have to hit him. He's going to throw up block. I don't even know if we'll be able to kill him, unfortunately. This guy, he's dead pretty much no matter what. Dang, okay. So he's going to get away with some of our gold. At least we got a chance to heal up a bit. But that does suck. So we kind of broke even there. Let's take a shockwave. We don't have the strength synergy. Had we taken something like Red Skull earlier, we might have a bit of a strength synergy for Heavy Blade. But as it stands right now, we do not. All we had was corruption, not the best. Power. Okay. I think we just want to duplicate Apotheosis. There's no point to having two of them other than to make sure we get it early. Or that we have a better chance of hitting it off of our HAVOCs. So because we have a better chance off of Tiny Chest and Zuzu to hit something good in these mystery rooms, I think it's important to prioritize them. Bash Cleave. So we can get ourselves another bash, I think that's fine. And another cleave is also fine. Okay, so we didn't get any... We got two cards that we are happy to have, which is... I cannot complain about that. So here we hit another shop. And I think we wanted... Man, if we had Demon Form earlier, we could have upgraded that and had it in our hand. Okay, so... Start each elite combat. I don't know if this counts for bosses. I like Bag of Marbles. Feed on sale is also decent. It's what we needed to increase our max HP, but we kind of wanted this earlier in the run. And we don't have enough to get Bag of Marbles plus feed. Oh, this is quite the conundrum here. I think I'm going to take Bag of Marbles. And I think that's it. Man, would have been nice to have a little bit more gold. If we hadn't lost that gold to the thief, we'd have had enough to get feed in our deck. So we're taking an elite here. We don't have a lot of HP. Okay. We picked up a second cleave, so we have a bit more AoE for these guys, but unfortunately we did not draw it. Let's see what kind of attack we get. This is enough to kill one of these guys, so we're going to take it. And this is also enough to kill him. And we're going to heal. Let's play Havoc, see what we get. Bite is fine. And we can defend. Not terrible. So he's going to look to summon his buddies up again. Uppercut, that's good. And we will get Bite back for some more healing and more damage. Also, we could play it, we only had one energy. Really hoping to hit stuff like is it Apotheosis off of our HAVOCs, but we're not getting quite as lucky as we would like. that's a fine defensive card for us this turn. We won't take any damage. They're basically permanently weakened and vulnerable until they die. 3 strength, that's a little rough. Okay. So I think we need to Apotheosis and Flex. And Bite. Bite Defend is better than Bash when they're already vulnerable. We're really looking for our Cleaves to help us take care of these guys. His little minions. This would be a good turn, and there it is. Okay. Nice. Not mad about losing that, just because it was useless. It was a dead card, so we didn't exhaust something good there. So he's looking to summon again. And that should be it. We get a little bit more healing. There we go, Blood Vial. Okay, awesome. That was the relic I was talking about earlier. Should help us sustain through the last floor. I'm going to take Pummel Strike. It's more card draw. And yeah, we're taking Elite Fight here. Okay, another room with... We're getting all these Elite Fights with multiple guys, which is kind of rough for us. Let's shrug it off first and see what we draw. So we can cleave. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake there. But that's okay, because I don't think we want that Exhume. I don't think it's going to be particularly valuable in this fight. But we still probably would have preferred not to waste it there. I thought it was going to get us something back from our draw pile, but it's get something back from your exhausted pile. It's worth knowing the difference. So for something good, Shockwave, there we go. Shockwave was perfect. That was a good card for us to pick up. It's defensive, it's offensive, and it's very expensive, so very good with HAVOC. And also, you almost never need to play that card more than once. Yeah, there we go. We take one guy down, we get a bit of healing. He's already weak. Another bite is nice. We would like to not be exhausting them, but we don't really have a choice. We just need to survive this fight. Getting 2 bites certainly helps us do that. Let's armaments this bite here. And we have to kill him. There's no way around that. So let's hope we get a good draw next turn. It's going to be crucial. Because he's no longer weak, he's no longer vulnerable. Certainly want to bite. Let's HAVOC and see what we hit. Okay. Alright. Bronze Scales, that's decent for us. Now we have our own Thorns. And I like Flame Barrier here as another expensive card for us. So we will heal again. Oh, that's so rough. So down to 47 HP. We have a lot of sustain now and good energy, but what we don't have is a lot of HP. We need a bigger HP pool. Okay, getting Apotheosis right off the bat. Solid. We do not ever want to play Corruption. Will totally screw us over. We did some decent damage, and upgrading all of our cards was very important. And we do want to kill the minions. And let's exhume, get our defend back, and defend. And let's just exhaust this to get this out of our deck. We're going to take some damage. Our Thorn's Aura is helping a little bit, but I wouldn't count on it to save us, that's for sure. Now this could be risky because we could end up exhausting cards that we really want. Exhausting a Wound there was great. And exhausting our HAVOCs was good. We don't necessarily want to exhaust our Bites. That's going to be how we stay alive in this fight. Okay, I don't hate a Flame Barrier. See what we draw. Okay. Killing the minions is fine, but he's about to hit us with a pretty nasty series of hexes and debuffs. Vulnerable, frail, and weak. So we're about to do the same to him. And he's going to be defensive this turn. So he's not summoning his minions, which is good, but he is hitting us for quite a lot. Throw up as much defense as we can muster. We are exhausting some of our better cards. I think at this point we might want to ignore any HAVOCs that we do draw. And hit them while we can. All out attacks, we're doing good damage. Okay, he's hitting us hard. Flame Barrier is excellent. Gonna heal and not take any damage, so it's not a bad turn, but we want to start getting him down, especially while we have these debuffs on him. And having him take damage from our Thorn's Aura is pretty cool too. So yeah, I'm not playing these HAVOCs anymore. Originally when I first started this, HAVOC wasn't a card that I played with a lot, so I thought the HAVOCs were the ones being exhausted, but that's not the case. Obviously, as we've learned since then. We're just in fact exhausting our better cards. So we've nearly got him. So I mean, here's the risk. If we play HAVOC, we desperately want to hit an offensive card, which we did not. And unfortunately, we took a bite out of our next draw, which would have been excellent. And he's going to defend himself and probably do a ton of damage. So that's rough. But I think we can kill him. Excellent draw. And we finally get Feed. Impervious would also be great for us, but I think we're going to take Feed and hope to get a few kills off of it. It's a little late for Black Star. We would have liked to see that on the second boss. Astrolabe would be fine. Lizard Tail could save us from losing in the next floor, but I think we're going to take Black Star. Get greedy. I mean, that's the thing. Being greedy is fun in this game. Doesn't matter where we start. Okay, this shouldn't be that hard of a fight for us. Maybe we'll be able to take him out with a feed or engineer it so that that happens. Well, actually, the chances of us being able to do that are pretty low. And it's unfortunate because we also have Exhume. Exhume plus feed, I think, is the synergy you're going for to do this. Oh, that made that free. We could have hit him again with feed, but I don't think it would have killed him. So yeah, you get a bunch of Exhumes, you get a bunch of feeds if you can, but the problem is they're rare cards. And I think Anger is fine because it prevents you from, like, running out of cards. And since we have a shop at the next, we're going to go to the mystery room here. Awesome, and we get a chest. So, okay, that's not terrible. And let's see what we get here from this shop. Anything good? Having one artifact is fine. We don't really need a potion belt. And pin nib is good. We'll pick up a pin nib. And we can look to remove. Can we not remove the wounds? Okay, wounds are something you can't remove because they enter your hand at the start of combat, so they're not actually in your deck. So we can cancel that. Yeah, we'll just cancel that. That's fine. I don't hate fire breathing as well. I wish it was on sale because then I would take it. I think we're going to leave. Hope for another great mystery room. And I think we just add one here. And I don't hate these. Well, I don't hate any of these. They're all fine. Let's take finesse. Card draw. Any card we draw is probably going to be better. So we get red mask here. All enemies start weak. There's 150 gold. That's a pretty fair price to pay for that effect. Anything over like 200, 250 I think is perhaps a bit much. Once again, our deck really suffers from a lack of AoE. So let's kill one of them. Or both, two of them rather. Pass the turn. See what she does. I'm not super familiar with this fight. Yeah, we certainly want to make her weak. That was a pretty scary attack she was doing. And let's draw two cards. Nope. There we go. I don't know what status effect those things cause you, but I don't want to find out either. And she hit us pretty hard. Let's get some of our bites. That's a pretty good turn to get that. Pretty tough character to find. Cleave is alright. Okay, so that wasted our pen nib, wasted our feed, and you don't get the HP off of minions, which is worth noting. I think we just go for the guaranteed block. She's gonna hurt herself for 6, but we are taking a lot of damage from this fight. Our deck seems very weak to me. It's just not doing what we want it, what we need it to do. Should have played Apotheosis first there, for sure. Could have done a little bit more damage, and I think healed just a bit more. It's a good turn to draw our our bites. And let's hope to get something defensive here. So, okay. 4 block, not terrible. She takes another 6. She'll no longer be vulnerable, but she is still weak, thankfully. Perfect. And these are cards we do not want to exhaust. Okay, and let's just go ahead and get rid of Apotheosis, so that we do not draw that again. And we are on Pen Nib, so we need to remember that. This is risky. I think we Flame Barrier HAVOC. Okay. Yeah, she's going to hurt herself a lot. We're going to take 9 from this. I'm basically just trying to do this in a way. I was making sure that there was a possibility of me drawing a card, potentially getting something good. Fortunately, that was not the case. So we do get 2 relics from Black Star. Hopefully there's something that can help us. Okay, Pocket Watch, that's a new one for me. And Prayer Wheel is fine. Okay. These aren't things that are going to help us right now. Get Battle Trance, always a good card. Oh man, another Elite. Do we go for it? Do we get greedy? I think we do. It's hard to pass up 2 relics. Oh, and this guy's... Oh, we're probably dead here. Which sucks to say. Let's apply that vulnerability. Okay, that was not the turn we wanted that. Let's get ourselves an artifact. So we're going to get a bunch of burns. Our Thorn's Aura is good against him. I like having that. And I think here we also pop our Dexterity Potion. We take no damage. And Pocket Watch is going to come up big for us. Our hands are now huge. Keep that vulnerability high, and we'll keep healing. HAVOC, see what we get. Bite, okay. Not terrible. I hate seeing my bites get exhausted, but if it had to happen, at least it did heal us, and it hit him on a turn where his intangible isn't a factor. So we absolutely need to defend. HAVOC hoping for something defensive. Pummel is fine because hopefully we're going to draw something defensive. Okay, we increased his weakness counter. That's not helping. This just does no damage. Oh, actually we do have the boot. So the boot is great against this guy. We're going to miss out on some of this healing here, but we are going to hit him at least. 5 damage is not nothing. So I think in my last video I even talked about how the boot is good against him. So that is worth remembering. Let's exhume, see what we get. And I think we can just get another bite here. Good damage. Uppercut, make sure his stats stay low. So we hit him very hard that time. Takes 3 extra damage off our Thorn's Aura, but we don't want to... Oh lord, this is not good. Okay, so we healed for 5 and we did 10. He's gonna die to the Thorns aura, but we're just dead. Yeah. Dang, what a terrible series of draws for us. Too many wounds. We needed anything there. A block or an attack would have saved us. So close. A bit greedy going for that elite fight. We could have gone to a different room. But that's just the risk you take. I was hoping to get 2 good relics going into the Dodeca final boss fight. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that run and seeing the decision making behind some of my choices. And, you know, as I try to kind of understand a card that I don't play with very much, HAVOC. Fortunately, I do have a lot of experience with TCGs or, you know, Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, things like that. Even Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in my younger days. And I do play a lot of Gwent. So right now, kind of the game that I'm obsessed with is Thronebreaker. I've been waiting for Gwent to kind of officially drop for a long time now. So that's a game that I've been playing a lot. I thought about streaming it, I thought about recording it, but it's certainly a game that I wanted to have fun with and kind of relax with. So that's kind of how I'm playing that one. If in the future you guys are watching this video and Thronebreaker is something that you want to see, it's certainly a game that has so much replayability to it because of the options that it's something that I could certainly see in the future doing a different kind of run with it on my channel. So once again, guys, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you subscribe if you liked what you saw, and if you did like this video and you appreciate my commentary, please hit the like button. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. So alright guys, without any further ado, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.